Howdy folks, this is Tall Turtle here in the clouds, behind the cloud. Welcome back to Eternia SMP, the best place on the planet to play Minecraft 1.17. And I'm on top of my mountain home. If you get an idea where we are, there's the base below us. There we go, now the clouds are going to be gone. I'm trying to get a good thumbnail, but the clouds are in my way. I just want to have a curvy look from the side. There you go, that'd be good. That'd be good. Pose, pose, vogue, vogue. Alright, what's going on and why are we up here? Well, it's because today we're going to give a gigantic show and tell update video where I've done a whole bunch of work and I'm going to tell you what I've done instead of doing anything new or building within the video. Today we're just going to talk about what's been going on because I've been doing a lot of stuff. So, wow, there are like 15, no, there's, yeah, about 15 spoilers in this shot right now. But you're not going to know what to look for. I'm enjoying the view of the, not the clouds, but the roofed forest above my head. With the valley in there. And then the water behind it. I really need to do some building there. I wasn't going to do any building there at all. But now that I'm looking, that has a ton of potential. I'm talking about right above my head. Right in the space between the clouds there. Oh, I got to put some notes to build there. Alrighty, anyway, let's get to it because I don't want this to be like a 3-hour video. So what are we doing? First of all, why are we on top of my mountain home? Well, that's because I finally got my rooftop private outlook thing, deck patio done. There's a trapdoor hatch, then this long ladder. And I got this idea because when I was in college, I went to college in Duluth, Minnesota. And houses are on the hill there. And a lot of people on top of their houses have decks and patios on their roofs. Oh my gosh, there's a sheep there. So you go upstairs, usually it's a spiral staircase outside, and you go to your roof and you have a patio that overlooks Lake Superior with no obstruction. And that's where I got this idea. So if you come in the master bedroom of my mountain home, I assume you all know where I am by now, and you go up the patio, up the ladder, through the attic, you can get to my rooftop patio. And there you go. I might fill this in with more white terracotta so when you look up you don't see any stone, but I kind of like it like that. You know, if you're ever in a house in real life, like a house that's well finished, well decorated, and then you open up like the attic door and it's all dingy. That's what that's supposed to be. That's why I didn't finish it yet. Well, there's everything in here you've seen before. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure the bathroom's been cleaned. We're going to check out all the new stuff I've been doing as quickly as possible because there's a lot to do and I need to adjust my microphone, so I apologize if my voice changes, but my microphone is driving me nuts. Alrighty, so here's the main level upstairs. We've seen that before. I'm just enjoying some views because it's been a long time since I've been in this area. I love it. I really might change this out to clear glass though because it's kind of hard to see from the yoga studio, but I don't know. We'll see. That's not on my list to talk about today. So first thing we're going to do, let's check the time. We got plenty of time for this. Is we are going to show you some new stuff. There's spoilers. This is a spoiler. That's a spoiler there. That's a spoiler. I'm going to explain everything in a minute. But I finished my tunnel between phase 1 of the base and what's going to be phase 2. So it's finished on both sides. I love how this looks. It's simple yet well finished. We have a water feature in the middle here. And then I finished my road through phase 2. This is going to be phase 2 of the base. I don't know what I'm going to do yet though. This might just be as simple as just a bunch of walking and hiking trails. And maybe some, oh I know, you know, like a nature center where you got a whole bunch of trails. Like 30-40 miles of trails. And then you have like a little building with tortoise shells in it to look at. Or skunk fur to pet. Or stick your hand in this hole and guess what animal this is. That might be this. This might just be an enormous nature center. The reason is I love the tree density and I don't want to take it down for buildings. So this just might be just that, a nature center. It's not because I'm out of ideas and I'm doing a cop-out. I just don't want to ruin this area. I want to preserve it as best as I can because I love the tree density. Oh, hey, cow. And so then this is a little tunnel that's going to remain unfinished. Again, the nature center idea. And then we have the water mountain. And what's going to happen here is this is going to be a park. So the nature center, if I go that way, which it probably will, the trails, one trail will go up and we'll have a park platform lookout here. And we'll have a park platform lookout over here somewhere at ground level. And then there'll be more hiking trails. And then there'll be a hiking trail up the mountain. And that's what it's going to be. So I think I just decided, talking through this is going to be an enormous nature center. Enormous nature center. And then the walls of the base, I'm going to put not a solid wall, but I'm going to put like things like posts along the edge of my base, so anybody coming across the area will know this is a claimed area. Building, we're going to go up in a second. Building this road was crazy because I was getting a bunch of creepers sneaking up behind me and blowing up. I have no idea where they came from. I don't know if there's a cave system around here or if this is dark enough they could spawn. But it's pretty startling. So for now the road stops here, and then it's going to break up into what could be phase 3 or 2B probably. Again, I don't want to do, well, I'm going to do more here. Because this, if you recall, was going to be our original base. Like 50 some episodes ago. Pretty much exactly a year ago. At the time of this recording, I think a year on the server was like 5 days ago. So I know what I want to do here from my original plans. We're going to have like a few houses. Like a village with scattered, spread out houses. But that's going to be, this area could be another year from now before I get to it. So this is far future planning. I still don't know where the creeper came from, or creepers came from. But anyway, I will be building here. But again, it's going to be at least another year before I get to this area. The nature center might come sooner. But anyway, I just want to give you a preview of what's going to happen here. With the hiking trails. Come on, let's get up. Let's get up the mountain. Anyway, you can tell I've been putting a lot of thought into this, right? I've been thinking about some of this, well, pretty much for the whole year we've been on the server, but I'm finally getting to it. So here we go. This obviously is going to stay the way it is. Let's just get up here for a second with the nerd pole, just to get up here, just to show you a few things. And then again, there's going to be hiking trails coming up the back side. I don't really need to sort up here. And then it's going to lead to the top of this. And then there's a frozen lake up here. And then our end of the base on the south, if you're wondering, well, first of all, on the west, our base border goes to this lake right, this water right here. So our border is behind this. See the village? Basically, our border is the eastern edge of the roof forest. And then it's going to come down here, and my southern border is actually other side of this mountain. So the south side of these mountains is my southern border, because I'm going to have like rail systems through there and stuff. And then, whoops, there's my thing. My western border, which you can't see from here. But if you recall, I wanted to show you something from up here. If you recall, see those torches? That was our first hidey hole. Trademark, not by me. Right there, like on episode something. Remember we came here, like episode 1 or 2, and then we went back west and set up base there, then came back here. There's, oh yeah, see there's the lava fall, there's this slime building. That's where we are. Even though it's just out of render distance. And actually I could crank that up, couldn't I? And then we can see both bases from here, because I've already rendered it in. I don't know, but that would really kill our frames. We're in the 50s now. Anyway, so there you go. So our base border to the west is behind this mountain. So you can see, you've basically seen all of our base borders now. But I just wanted to show you. And then down here, see this is going to be phase 2B, or phase 3. I'm going to build in here. I'm going to put a house next to that hill, and you can look out, because this view is awesome, because there's an archway here you can't see. But there's an archway there, I promise. Anyway, so what am I going to do to mark the base borders? Well, I'm just going to put posts every like 5 blocks. I'm not going to have a solid fence or anything. It's just going to be posts every 5 blocks or so, and it'll be obvious. So anyway, that is what I wanted to show you with this road and this mountain waterfall. So again, nature center in front of us, hiking trails, small buildings, hiking trail up this mountain, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. I'm not going to repeat myself like I usually do. And once I build here, I might be tempted to extend my personal range, because remember, the default render distance on the server is what it is. But then as you run around, see there's a mountain back again. Our house is right there. Once you run around, it'll say rendered in based on your local or personal render range. But anyway, what else I wanted to show you? Let's see, there's that. Look at my to-do list. Talking about that. Oh yeah, also remember there's that one block up here that we could see. It was right there. There was one block that would render in and we could see it from the mountain house and it looked like it was floating. Well, I got rid of that block. I located and got rid of it. So there was that. Let's see, the main, whoa, this looks different. The road progress. Do hiking trails. Okay, so then I completed waxing my copper roof on my slime building, so it'll stay this way permanently now. I really like how the side turned out here. I love how the gradation, but not perfect gradation, right? From fresh copper to completely oxidized copper. I'm not convinced about the front yet, but I wanted to be able to see all the different types of oxidation from my mountain house. But then I had spots like this in the middle of the fresh stuff, because even if you look at fresh copper, you'll see parts that oxidate. You know, it doesn't oxidate in a nice line, it oxidates rubber. So that's how I get this idea. So I might keep it this way. It is like air quotes done, just because I wanted to stop worrying about harvesting honey and running. Oh, they finally used both. They were only using one side for a while. Anyway, I was sick of harvesting honey and everything, so I finally got that done the way I wanted. Speaking of honey, we're going to grab some honey super fast, just so I have some on hand. But I'm glad to get that done. That took a while, and I kept accidentally using water instead of shears because I had the wrong thing selected, and I ruined this thing so many times. Did I get 6 pieces? There's only 3. Where are the other 3? There they are. There we go. Now we have some honey on hand. Alright, let's get through here. What is next on my list? Oh yeah, my grand staircase moved. And I'm going to show you why. Hopefully this all looks different to you. Hopefully you're noticing a few things. If we come up here, you might remember the staircase used to be over here, right? But see, wouldn't line up with this. But what I was doing, and I was running off the edge anyway because it was faster, so I decided to move my staircase, put up a railing, and then I'm like, well, I want to go both directions, so I made it kind of curvy and moved all this around a little bit, widened this a little bit to line up with what's going to happen here. And I decided to build something under here. I started by building a horse barn thing with hay, with a lightning rod there, which I know does have to be that high. I could probably be on top of that building, but who cares? I like it like that. And then I decided to make a little spot for my cats and dogs, because they were all annoying me being on top. So toxin and germ are down here. Microbe is in my building. Squirrel and virus are still on top because they don't do with them yet. Anyway, you come in here, and then here's like where all the hay is and stuff, and then the horse and everything. I'll let you look at the details if you want to. If you remember from the beginning, early on, this was always here, and it was going all the way down, but this was just a hill, and there was nothing back here, solid dirt and stone. So I carved it all out, made use of this space. And the reason why that's like that is because it's solid dirt behind us. See the grass? So then, that leads us to the bridges and stuff around it. So I finally finished this bridge, and I finally got my water going through. So here's the bridge from the side in its finished glory. And then I finished all this up then by putting a whole bunch of grass. And I finished this side by putting a whole bunch of grass, which I'll talk about when we get to something else. And I finished all this area. If we come down here, you see it's all finished now. And then the water comes through. And it comes down here. And this is all finished. I added a tree. This is where our entrance to the portal is, if you remember. And this is a finished little park. Isn't this gorgeous? I love stuff like this. And then I fixed all that up there. And then the water comes down. And then this is something we'll talk about in a minute. And then we come over here. And well, this bridge was finished, but I finished this area. Made the water come down. Put a bunch of grass in there. And that comes over here. And if you look. Don't look at that yet. There's a little unassuming little path here, and I fixed all the terrain and grassed it all in and everything. And boom, what's this? It's a little hot spring right here. And I'm super happy with this. It actually took a lot of detail work to get this to flow the right way and not have like open sides of water and stuff. So, and I don't really like this here, but these are top slabs. I don't want things to spawn down here, so I don't know what else to do other than like some rustic looking torches. But anyway, look at, there you go, the hot spring. I'm so happy with it. And then if we remember, we have our secret back door to our base right there, which is harder and harder to see, and that's on purpose. I made sure to put tall grass in front of the door and the button. Is that awesome? Alright, so what else is next after that? Oh yeah, our paths, which I'll get to in a minute. I have real life duties to take care of, so I will record another day, but for you it's going to be a jump cut. So give me a second to fix the edit, and I will see you in a little bit. Alright, it's a new day in real life, and we're going to continue our update show and tell video here. Hopefully my voice doesn't sound too different. But, we're going to finish where we left off. So we left off here. We're talking about the hot spring and the secret entrance being covered up and everything. And the reason I always say when my voice isn't different is because it'll get louder or softer sometimes. Alrighty, so let's see here. We have a path now that we finished that goes to the village. And there's two ways you can go. I don't know why, but this is like the beaten original path from centuries ago that goes through the dried up riverbed. And you can take this and run up the stairs. Whoops, I missed. I had that set up so we wouldn't miss. There you go. And you end up at the village and a wall, because this is where Kodaberg is going to begin. It's going to come here, and it's going to go down around this dried up river and then connect to the northern road, which we'll see in a moment. And then it's going to go this way, and here's our roof forest I talked about from that mountain view. It's going to go around here. We'll start with a wall like this, but then it's just going to be posts, you know, going around that roof forest. And this was hilarious, because when I was building this, I was doing stuff, and then I saw a shadow. See the shadow with the shaders? A shadow walked up behind me and freaked me out. I turned on his villager. And then he just went off into the roof forest. Scared the daylights out of me to see the shadow come up behind me. Alrighty, and then there's a more modern way back. See, there's the dried riverbed right there. But then there's a more modern, straighter way back. I don't know what I'm going to do with this area, if anything. It might just be a field. Who knows? But then come down here. And if it rains, you'll get more purple flowers you can harvest. And then we have the King Kong wall, which is going to stay there. And then we got the main part of the base, just like that. So now we also have a northern road that goes to the border. So if you remember, we have a main road that doesn't connect to anything. It just goes down to the other phases of the base. And then we have a path to the village. And now we have a northern road to the northern part of the base. So the only way in here, there isn't like a road from spawn or anything. I think other servers, I won't name, had main roads that went through the server. This is going to be by rail system, which is being built, but mainly just by nether and the Eternia warp. So you can get here via the train in Eternia right there. You can get here through the nether roof highway system, which comes out there. And then eventually you can get there by rail. But at the moment, there isn't a main road system through the server. If that does end up happening, the southern road that turns right to go to the west, that western road, I will go around my base area, or I'll work it into my base over there that we talked about like 15 minutes ago. And that'll become a main road for me, connecting to whatever main road system there might be. But at the moment, there's no main roads to connect to everybody. It's Eternia hubs, warp, or Eternia warp, nether, or eventually rail. And I was going to say something else, can't remember. But anyway, here is the northern road then. So we have a nice paved southern road. And then it runs into the main part of Kodaberg, which is this area. And then it reconnects here. You got to know how to get there though. Reconnects here to northern road. I'm going to finish this tunnel. It's going to be a little bit different than that one, yet similar than that one right there. I'm going to work on this whenever. But this road goes all the way to the northern border, and we're going to run it now. And by northern border, I mean northern border of Kodaberg, our base. And let me see if I can remember what I was thinking in the meantime. I don't remember what I was thinking about the connections to everybody. Something about my nether system. Oh, there's also my local nether highway system, but that doesn't connect people. That's just for us. And then This is the northern road, and it was scary because I had so many creepers come up and blow up around me because there are 2 cave openings near us. There's one right there. Creepers came out of there. And then there's another one over there somewhere. Oh, yes. I did make it go around this pond because I'm going to do something with this sometime. So I did make it go around. It does interrupt it a little bit. But whatever. Oh, there's another cave thing here. A bunch of creepers came out. Well, what happened is I was working here, and again, because of shaders, a shadow would come up behind me and be like, what's that? And I would turn around and they'd blow up. It was still scary. But anyway, here's the northern border. And again, just whatever. It just says entering Coderberg. And then we'll have, again, posts. Not walls, but posts that go along the water on both sides. Because there's the western edge, there's the eastern edge. You get the idea. So what's going to happen in this part of the base? Well, this will be phase 3. And this will probably be... I want to be like a city. Where we have like skyscrapers. Kind of. Not too tall, but maybe 1 or 2 skyscrapers. And then some like low-rise buildings. And then some smaller buildings on the edges where like the original town would be before they tore down the small houses and built tall stuff. That's what I'm thinking, because I do want to do like a city build. But I also want to do a field build where you have normal houses and normal buildings but within a field. So, I don't know, very opposite ideas. Don't know what I'm going to do yet. And that brings me to... what's going to happen with 118 with the amazing new generation of terrain, right? Your huge mountains, your huge valleys, your huge caves and gorges, and authorized only. And what I'm going to do for that. See how that brought us back in? Is that cool? If you know what I'm talking about, I'm thinking about, oh my, look at the frames dip down. I'm thinking about YouTubers I've watched with the snapshots where they've shown things where like you're standing on a hillside and you see huge mountains that go hundreds and hundreds of blocks. And then not only a valley, but a huge cave entrance. So from the mountain to the cave is like a couple hundred blocks difference, and then you're on a mountain. I want an area like that in 118 where I can build skyscrapers. Like the skyscrapers are inset down in the mountain valley, so they don't look like skyscrapers, but they are. But then from the skyscraper you can see mountains in the distance and then huge openings of valleys, and you can look down, way down into a cave opening that's huge. That's what I'm inspired to do. So that brings me to the next thing here is, what about 118 base? Well, when we do have 118 on the server, I am going to build not a little satellite base, but like a second substantial base in the 118 generation once I find the train idea I have in my head. Again, it's very specific what I'm looking for, but if I find it, hey, all your virus, microbe is on the ledge. I can't even keep my kids straight. But once I find what I'm thinking about, we'll have a substantial base. Right now, this is our main base, which is going to be huge. Then we have our teeny tiny sand hut for resource gathering. We have our teeny tiny copper glass building in 117 area for copper mining and 117 resources. But then 118, I want to have a huge base, not as big as this base, going out hundreds of blocks, but substantial base that'll be like, I don't know, some combination of mountain, valley, and cave gorge, I think. I don't know. Just depends what I see and what I'm inspired. But that is my plan. But then I'm not going to have like little bases all over the server. Although it's not interrupting anybody, like my little sand thing. I mean, it doesn't interrupt anybody. It's just so I can get there in the nether and have a place to sleep. Same thing with the 117 materials. Just get there through the nether, have a place to sleep. So that's my plan for 118, because it's going to be out sooner than we think. And then I'll do textures for it. Alrighty, but back to this, because the video is already double length. I want it to be, I'm not going to split it up. Oh, what did I do in here? I added some gold lichen on the side of the wall. For some reason I forgot this side of the wall. This was all done, but then I forgot that. So I put that in there. What else did I do? Oh yeah, my dripstone is finally done and connected everywhere. Look at that. So I let it grow. I filled it all in. It's unspawnable. And then I purposely stuck pieces in to decide where they were going to connect. So they connect in different areas, see? So that's how I did that. We can see the different variation in textures as well. So this is just going to stay unless I need it for something, then I'll just harvest it. And I'll leave a bud or whatever. So that is totally done. My vines have not grown or anything, so I don't know if you're supposed to bone meal them or what, but nothing has changed on these vines. So I don't know, I'm just going to leave them the way they are. And then one more thing to do before we head to Eternia for a moment is we're going to go upstairs. I'm going to talk about my plans for my backyard. I've been scared of my backyard because of all the stuff that spawns back here, and this is where we've had a few patrol run-ins, which we haven't had to worry about lately, which is awesome. So my backyard, what have I done? Well, first I flattened it out. And then then I added a lake which freezes, which is awesome. And then if you come around, then I cleaned all this up. So I got stairs here now, or like a front patio. And then I cleaned all this up, made this look a little rustic yet smoother. Cleaned all this up, covered up some holes, made a way out. This is going to be the way out of our backyard. And then we are going to check our patrols quickly. And then we are going to do stuff with this. I don't know yet. But remember, this is our base 2. Actually, let's go up here so you can see what's going on up here. I'm so on edge. Come on, you can hear my spacebar. Sorry, I have a very loud spacebar. And if you look, there's a northern road, right? Comes out of the tunnel, there's a northern road, and there is a northern border of Coderberg. So, like I said, I don't know if this is going to be like a skyscraper city or like a village that I make myself. I'm thinking a few skyscrapers in village. I don't know. I don't know. It also depends on what 18 brings, but this is phase 3 of the base. Okay? I don't know. Again, what might happen is I might end up doing a whole bunch of stuff in 118 on that base, and then coming back to this base. I just don't know. Alright, let's see here. So let's go back to our stairs. We also have to go on a rampage and get rid of all these spawned animals. Just because we can. This makes me nervous because this is where my only death on the server, when I was running through here, and the patrol scared me, and I fell down there and died. Oh yeah, this is part of our base 2, by the way. Which we have talked about before. This area will depend on what the train station ends up looking like. So the train station will be over there. But anyway, our base on this side follows a river here between the mountains and the oak roof forest. So the end of our base on the western edge is right through here on the river, wherever that goes. So we can do something here too under this opening, which I'm going to. I just don't know what yet. This, whenever we get to, is going to be like a phase 4 or 5 or 6. I don't know. And then we come back down the stairs. And back to the backyard, which is still phase 1. It's just our backyard. I've been scared to do anything. So anyway, then the sides will all stay the same. This here will stay the same. I might get rid of this wall. I kind of like the wall. And then this is just a little access to this little opening we have down here. Remember, we were just up there when I said we gotta go on a rampage. All those pigs are there. And there's opening here. Don't know what to do with this yet. Something. I don't know. So there's our backyard. I'm going to do something with it. Don't quite know yet. I don't know. I don't want like park benches and things because this isn't a park. This is our private backyard. So I have no idea what I'm going to do. Maybe nothing. Maybe just keep it our backyard, make it safer so I can hang out back here. I don't know. And then our ladder, there's our ladder going up to our lookout, which is within this, hidden. And I'm not going to make our lookout any fancier. I just wanted to look out. So there you go. I think that is a huge catch-up update, show and tell of the base, as well as future plans for pretty much the entire base. I think we looked at all the base borders all the way around and what we're going to do with it. But like I said, what will probably happen is we'll take a break from this base once 118 is done, and then we will fly around the 118 stuff. If I can find what I have in my head, we'll set up a second substantial base there. Then of course we'll link them via another highway. Another highway system is getting kind of complicated, but anybody can use it, but it is a private highway system. Like, it only connects my stuff, so I don't really have to be too explanatory in how the highway system works, but people can use it if they want to. But anyway, so that's it. What are we going to do now? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you one more thing down here. Then we're going to head to Eternia and do some shopping, which isn't enough for its own episode. That's why we're going to do it in this episode. Can I get out of my own little thing? You're not supposed to go that way, but what's going to happen here, I've started this project. I don't want to tell you what it is, but I've started it. And it's going to be the type of thing where I have to dig it all out, but then build a lot of it back in. I just need to get an idea for what I'm going to do and how it's going to look. So I have to dig all this out, and then like I said, I'll build it back in as I go. We're going to have an entrance here. That's going to be our main entrance to what this is. And then there's going to be a back entrance here. Whoops, there's going to be stairs there. And this is all going to be lower slabs, so it's going to be dark. This whole thing is going to be lower slabs, so it's going to end up being dark. I'll tell you about that later. I'm just excited that I made progress on it. And there you go. Alrighty, this video, like I said, is already way longer than I wanted, but I don't want to split it up. So, oh yeah, we got this going. What do you think this is? This is going to be our bridge to the train station. Then the train station we're going to go out. I don't think I'm going to end up doing an L system. I was going to do an L system all the way to the main line, then dip down to connect underground, but I think it's going to be a subway after all. I think. And then here we have the finished bridge. I don't know what's going to go in here, if this is going to be water again, like flowing into there, or if it's going to be dried up. I haven't decided, but there's a bridge. Okie dokie, let's get going here and get to Eternia, or Eternal Haven, I mean. Whoops, and what was that? Oh, that's just my stuff kicking up behind me. See, stuff kicks up behind you. Anyway, let's go to Eternal Haven. Alright, here we are. First we're going to check our mailbox, because I think everybody has stuff in their mailbox. And then we're going to buy some stuff if we can. Actually, I don't bring any diamonds. I guess we're going to get prices, and then we'll buy some stuff. Let's see, post office, and yes, we have something. We have, ooh, a spyglass. Ooh, how exciting is that? Then we have a bucket of milk, which is actually a head of something. But put that down. A dolphin, I mean? This is a bucket of milk. And then we have a birthday cake that's cyan. Birthday cake. Nice. These are the head resource pack things you can do and make stuff out of it. So thank you very much. I can't remember who gave this. It was mentioned in Discord, I think, or was it anonymous? I don't remember, but people can comment below who gave us the stuff. Very exciting. So we have to place this places within the base. And then I just wanted to check out the spyglass since we have one now. You just right click. Boom, my custom frame texture. Oh, this is easier to use than Optifine, because Optifine kind of does this like wavy thing. Like if I go like this and stop, I stopped a long time ago. I'm going to stop on that blue post, and then see, it keeps going. That was all after I moved it. Let's stop on the middle of the hot air balloon, stop, keeps going. But the spyglass, boom. I think the spyglass gets closer too. Oh my, way closer. Oh, look at that. Oh, we need to make use of that. That's freaking cool. Alrighty, let's see here. What else? I want to get some prices for some stuff, because I totally forgot to bring diamonds. I guess we'll get prices in this episode and buy at the start of the next episode, maybe. Alrighty, I hear that there are shulkers around, or shulker boxes, elytra, and rockets. So I don't know. Let's see. I have Elwoodwenden written up for most of it. Paper stacks. Ooh, that's nice to make rockets, right? 117 stuff. Very nice. Enchanted books. Accessories, decor. See, these are the head things I was talking about. Right, yeah, that's like those are like the head decoration things. I think it is, right? Yeah. Where's that? That wasn't full block, was it? No, because full block would fill up. Yeah, that's not it. Yeah. Right? We're not looking at blocks, right? We're looking at the head things, right? Whatever. Oh my gosh, I feel so dumb. Okay, anyway. What do we got here? Let's stay on task. Here we go, elytra. 6 diamonds. So we need 6 diamonds for an elytra. And that's by Zap. And then we need rockets. And we need the shulker boxes. I don't see rockets. You see rockets here? No. But I see pig step. I'm not missing anything, right? Rockets? No. There's supposed to be rockets and shulker boxes. I'm looking very carefully reading. Okay. let's keep going. And looking around. Honey. Cool. Who makes the honey? Bees knees. I wonder who that is. What's over here? Redstone. Here we got lighting. Free stuff. Lighting. Ooh. Oh yeah, and rods. Duh. Enchant. Soul speed. I have soul speed already. Elytras. And rockets. Okay. Rockets, 1 diamond for 9 stacks. Okay. That's easy. 1 diamond for 9 stacks. 1 diamond for that whole thing, right? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, right, 9 across. But how much are the elytras? Elytra, 5 diamonds. Okay. So I need to bring back a whole bunch of diamonds for the elytra and the rockets. And then I need shulker boxes. Here we go. Shulker boxes. 4 for a diamond. Shulker. Okay, so is it this whole thing top to bottom 4 for a diamond? I'm going to take a screenshot and ask in Discord. Or is it just you take that? It must be the whole thing for a diamond. Yeah, of course it is. Okay, so I need 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, 7 diamonds. I need 7 diamonds and come back. Alright, so at the start of the next episode, we'll bring 7 diamonds or whatever and come back. Actually, more than that, because we're going to get elytra, but I also want to put mending on it and unbreaking. So I guess we'll start the next episode by coming back here with a bunch of diamonds to buy some stuff, and then we'll go to Eldwendon's villager farm thing and get books to mend and unbreak the elytra. So there you go. There you have it. That is the long video for today. Huge show and tell video. We already have the plans for the start of the next one whenever I get to it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.